guys, this is Brad with Despite Fitness, and I just got a quick video coming to you. This is another question from a viewer. Andrew was asking me a little bit about grip strength, ways to improve grip strength, and then mentioned kind of switching from double overhand to a mixed grip. So I'm going to throw a little bit of information out at you, and hopefully some of it will be helpful, and just some stuff for you to consider as you work on your grip and work on how you approach deadlifting specifically with your grip. So here we go. Now, in terms of ways to improve grip strength, I want to talk about like two different types of grip that I think exist. Now, there might be other people that would disagree or whatever, but I kind of want to discuss that real fast. So here we go. The first of the two types of grip strength that I think exist is crush strength, right? So like crush grip. So that's kind of like this, right? As you use your hands to squeeze in an object and kind of crush. That's one type of grip strength that you can work, and there are many implements that you can utilize to do that with. Obviously, the Captain Crush grip set, you know, those are very good for that kind of a crush grip. There are some machines that you can work with that are kind of set up to help with crush grip, but really those grip machines I think might be one of the best kind of implements for just that crush grip strength. There might be some other people out there that would advise some other things, and I guess maybe if I did a little bit more research I might find a few more options, but generally speaking I think that those grip working implements are pretty good for that crush strength. The other type of grip strength is something more like this. It's more like this. So when you're actually holding a bar or you're holding something, right? You're not always necessarily worried about crushing that object as hard as you can. In fact, sometimes when I deadlift, I would say, especially when I was mixed gripping, it was almost more just hanging on versus actually crushing. And kind of what I mean by this kind of hanging on is almost just kind of forming almost like a J hook with my hand and just kind of holding on to the weight. You know, I've pulled in competition, I've pulled 771 with a mixed grip fairly easily. And I would say to you that the time that I pulled that 771, I was not trying to crush the bar, I was merely just trying to hang on to it. And so I kind of got the bar, you know, seated down toward kind of this part of my fingers. I got the bar seated here, and it was more just kind of reaching around the bar and just kind of holding on. Now, of course, I probably had a full grip on it, but I doubt very much that if you had some kind of some of the ability to measure the crush strength or the crush effect on that bar, that the crush effect is very high at all. You kind of see that type of stuff too in a lot of strongman type stuff. You know, farmer's walk, things like that. You know, I'm sure that those guys are kind of squeezing the bar a little bit, but I don't think that their primary focus at any point in time is really trying to crush that handle. Almost, I feel like trying to crush the bar in that regard would almost exhaust you more. And so in terms of kind of developing that type of strength, I would absolutely recommend using farmer's walks. You know, doing static hangs onto a bar, like a pull-up bar. Get up there and just hold on for as long as you can. Another thing that you can do is if you have a setup kind of in the gym, you have your bar, you basically just do holds. That might be a good way to do that, right? And then you'll see kind of as you get higher and higher in weight and you start stretching your ability, it'll be more just kind of hanging onto the bar versus crushing the bar. And so that's why I make the differentiation between the two types of grip strength, at least in my description. And there might be some people that would disagree, but you know, you're welcome to it. I think that in terms of deadlifting from a mixed grip perspective, I think that you're probably far better to work on that kind of hold strength, that J-hook type strength. And again, utilizing farmer walk, static holds, you know, that hold that I just demonstrated there, things like that. I think that those things will definitely stress that grip and kind of build up some endurance and build up some strength when just kind of holding a weight. and not necessarily worry about crushing an object. And then too, Ryan, I wanted to add on kind of one last tip here at the end, and I want to demonstrate that here as I hold the bar. I don't recommend that you hold the bar too high up in your palm like this, because if the bar begins to get any momentum at all and starts to rotate out of your hands, one of the natural inclinations you're going to have is to kind of tighten up on the bicep and curl. And I think that was actually one of the compounding factors that led to my bicep tears. And I'll actually link a video of that right now.
Oh, head up, head up, knock it back. Nope, it's a no lift.
And so what I think happened, like I said, is I think I had the bar seated too high up in my hand. The bar began to get a little momentum rolling, and I tried to curl the bar, and then my bicep tore. So I think that when working with a mixed grip, it's better to get the bar seated more down here and lock on like this. That way, if it starts to roll, it just rolls out of your fingers, versus, you know, kind of rolling down your palm and you getting that urge to kind of curl it up. Because like I said, I absolutely believe that contributed to my bicep tear. So anyway, guys, that's it. Ryan, I hope this answers your questions for some grip strength type stuff. One last thing that you could probably do is go to Lowe's, get one of the big orange, like 16-gallon buckets or whatever that is, one of their big orange buckets, fill it full of play sand, and just start working your hands down to the bottom. Try to get your hand all the way down to the bottom. You'll find very quickly that that'll smoke your forearms and can really develop a lot of forearm strength and thereby grip strength as well. So those are some things that you might try to up your grip strength. Anyway, guys, that's the video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you have any additional tips or tricks that you think might be beneficial for working on grip strength, go ahead and leave those in the comment box below. And that's it, guys. I appreciate you checking out the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, train despite, you either find an excuse or you find a way. We'll see you guys in the next one.